If you were to ask me, hey, do Joy and Lisa look the same? I would say no way, they look completely different. But after this GQ photo, I'm starting to see the light. And naturally, once you see it, you start having a hard time unseeing it. Maybe it's the jet black bangs in this picture, because I would say normally, they don't resemble each other at all. I don't know, what do you guys think? Certainly not as much as Rose and this girl, Alyssa Shin, that fans found on Instagram. By the way, for those who have been asking, I just debuted the Instagram account. It is now open for live streams, Q&As, concert pictures, pants, extra content, and just anything else you guys have been asking for. Back to Rose. I mean Alyssa. My goodness, the hair, the makeup, the fashion. It's kind of scary how much they look alike in close-ups. Now, you would think this is a fun discovery with no negativity behind it, but we know better by now, don't we? This staying at home thing has to be getting to some people's heads to be this repulsive, to the point where this poor innocent bystander had to actually speak out against accusations saying she's trying to look like or imitate Chaeyoung in some way. Just to be clear, this wasn't Blinks as a whole, it was a tiny vocal group of bitterness, probably always trying to start problems. Those aren't fans. And that's who Alyssa directed her message toward. It's actually amazing how maturely she approached this, and already knew that if she were to fight back, they would find something else to attack her with. She was already ahead of their games. Alyssa first said that it's great that people are getting a kick out of finding someone that resembles a celebrity they're a fan of, but accusing her of trying to look like or impersonate Rose for her own personal benefit is ridiculous. She said that she's not going to change her appearance to try to appease these people, which is good because she definitely shouldn't. I'm so glad that she didn't direct that frustration toward Rose, because this kind of behavior is what brings haters to your favorite groups and to K-pop in general. It's really frustrating. And by the way, if you look at pictures of her with darker hair and at different angles and such, the resemblance isn't there as much. It's like Dream Note's UI, who caught a lot of attention for looking like Wendy and Irene's daughter, but if you watch any of their stuff beyond that one video, that perception starts to fade. And by the way, she's an amazing dancer, so definitely check them out. I'm curious though, do you think Rose and Alyssa look more alike, or Rose and Oh My Girl's Jihyo, who by the way, I can't wait to see again once she finally comes back with Oh My Girl. I feel like it's been so long since her hiatus, but not as long as Apink, who finally just came back, and we sometimes forget recently they've had a comeback average that compares with BLACKPINK. Once a year, then disappear. But I think the difference is that in between, the members of Apink get to embark on their individual careers and then come back together with a smash. And if you're mad at YG Entertainment for this, it seems like they're trying to distract us by giving fans something else to hate them for. And this got way more attention and people talking than I thought it would. If you look at the YG actors page, they've recently done a cleanup and Jisoo's name is no longer there. Now, because of the distrust and lack of benefit of the doubt, the perception is that YG Entertainment removed it because they are no longer allowing Jisoo to pursue an acting career. I've seen a lot of people say that's what Jisoo originally wanted to do or sign with the company for, but I couldn't find anywhere where she actually states that. I understand where it came from because before BLACKPINK, she was in a lot of music videos, commercials, she was in a drama with Dara and IU, so if you do know where and when she said that, let me know. But whether or not that was the original plan or not, we know that music is something that she's passionate about, and all presumed that acting would probably come later. It's the same with Top. Music and rapping was his passion, and acting was something everyone, including himself, discovered he had a hidden talent for and could pursue after music. By the way, his name was also removed along with iKON's Chanwoo. Now, YG Entertainment could very well be blocking Jisoo from taking on roles and furthering that aspect of her career, but there's also another reasonable explanation to consider. Maybe the acting contract she signed well before her BLACKPINK debut expired and she just didn't want to re-sign. And there would be two reasons why. If she were to pursue acting, would she really want to re-sign with the company that's holding back their music career? I mean, even the highly regarded Nam Joo-hook recently decided to sign with another acting label rather than re-signing with YG. Now, the second reason is something we know she has said, which is right now, especially this year, she wants to focus on BLACKPINK. She wants to work on their album, she wants to meet the fans. That's her current purpose. And hey, YG Stage is still following her on Instagram, so maybe there's more news to come. By the way, follow me on my new Instagram. But with YG, you never know. Remember when we were talking about how Lisa and Rose weren't able to show their faces on other people's vlogs? Well, Twice's Chaeyoung and a bunch of IOI members are showing their faces on Somi's vlog. So yeah, maybe further proof that this is just a YG thing. I just wonder if it's the same for Somi because she's under the Black label and it's kind of a different entity, which seems like what every company is implementing these days. SM is reportedly testing out divisions for their Japanese projects. They're setting up subsidiaries to enhance management productivity just like JYP did. If you didn't know, JYP has a task force for each of their artists to make sure they all get adequate effort and attention. That's why ITZY has had a few comebacks and a world showcase tour within a year of their debut. The SM thing might also explain the new changes we're seeing, most notably the thing that fans were begging for and the news that blew up last night. Changes are coming to NCT Dream. Now, fans have been asking for a fixed unit since the rule with NCT Dream is once they turn 19, the members will graduate out of the group, just like Mark. Fans did not get a fixed unit, but they did get something that seems to be getting well received. SM updated fans by saying that NCT Dream will be making a comeback on April 29th with the current 6 members. But after that, they will no longer be implementing the graduation system, rather a rotational system like NCT U. This new system will still use the NCT Dream name and can consist of any variation and combination of these 7 members, including Mark, or all 7. So it looks like Mark will possibly be rejoining the boys. Again, this isn't exactly what fans were asking for, but a great middle ground between what the fans want and what SM's vision of the NCT system should be. I'm just glad everyone, or at least most people, are happy with this. Just like Red Velvet fans are excited about another rumor surrounding SM changes and activities, but the Red Velvet one did not come from any official source. It came from someone tweeting that they saw Seulgi and Irene filming together. And with this simple tweet, speculations of a Seulgi and Irene subunit started making the rounds, everyone freaking out. I'm pretty sure I passed out for a good 3 minutes. But, the original poster came back on and said, whoa, it seemed more like a reality show, not a music video. But, then they said the girls were dressed in black and had full makeup. So now it's a toss-up of whether or not this is a subunit thing or not. Personally, I would say don't get your hopes up, even though it would make sense. They can't do a full group comeback right now because Wendy's recovering. So why not have these two do a subunit? Joy is already doing a lot of shows and dunking on people. Yeri just started promoting her new lipstick line, which Wendy texted her about because she randomly saw it while she was out and about. Wait a minute, does this mean that Wendy is doing normal things? I'm gonna ask her on Instagram. Just kidding, she's not gonna answer.